All right, so now we're going to go over admin users. So when you get into virtual keypad and you get on your main screen, you're going to type in your 4-digit or 5-digit code that you have that you use to log into the app. We're going to go ahead and hit log in. Once this gets through with the login, we're going to come up here. We're going to click the admin. You got to click this admin every time because we have admin setup, which is basically for multiple locations. It allows you to edit one user. You have one user for multiple locations under one screen instead of having to add one user in 3 different times on 3 locations. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go into admin. Once we get into this page, we're going to come on the left side here. We're going to hit users. Now, once a user is in, everyone that is existing is in. The systems right here will tell you exactly what their credentials are. So like this person has 2 systems. So if you look, it's a manager, that's their profile, and he has access to both systems. So we're going to come up here, we're going to click the little plus right here, we're going to do an add user, and we're going to just call this test for testing purposes. Okay, then the only other thing you're going to need is we need the user code and credentials. So down here, they already have admin profiles set up. So we're going to do add profile. And then depending on the profile they need, if they just need access for Chicago or just Naperville, that's going to be either one of these. The employee access will give you access to both locations. So if we're going to go ahead and click on that, okay, that will allow us to come down. Now, employee access, this is going to be a credential. Credential is going to be a fob or a prox card or something like that. The external number on your fob, that is what you're going to put here. That is not what the system reads for door access. That would be like if you lost your card, you would be able to identify whose card it is. All your cards come with a 5-digit code. If you buy a new pack of cards, let's say, you're going to have a new internal number in here. My 5-digit code would be 38247. That is the internal number. First available is just going to give it the first, user available to be able to add it in. Active if you need it to be active. Okay, so that's what's important. If they're going to have the app, you can click this and type in their email. If they're not going to use the app and it's just you adding in a typical user, you need to know the internal number to their fob. When you order fobs, it will come with a piece of paper that will actually tell you what the internal number is for every fob, and it'll be right next to the fob's external number. Once you get all that in, we're going to come down over to here. We're going to click save, and then it's going to go through, and you will be able to save this user exactly where you need to have them saved, and then you can double check under the users, search for test, make sure everything works, go scan a fob at the door, make sure that the door opens up.